Hi, this is Michelle Melendez with Revelation Fitness and GetThinThisTime.com. And today's tip is on intuitive eating. Did you know that when you were a baby, you ate intuitively? You did. You started crying or fussing when you started to get hungry, not when you were famished. You stopped eating when you were no longer hungry, not full, and definitely not stuffed. You learned how to eat out of integrity and trusting your body. You learned how to eat because of emotions, because of sadness or anger, whatever it is that you needed comfort for. You learned that food was comforting and how to eat to comfort yourself with food. And you learned how to stuff your body and what that felt like to sit in a food coma where you couldn't move for a while because your stomach was just way too full. You learned that. But we need to regain our trust in our body. And how we do that is through intuitive eating. Now there's a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being you're stuffed, 0 being you're famished and haven't eaten for 4 or 5 or 6 hours. And you want to start on a level 2 when you're starting to get hungry. You're like feeling your body go, I'm starting to feel hungry. Might have some hunger pains or some growling in your stomach, and you start to notice it. Or maybe it's been about 2 to 3 hours since your last meal. And here's a little key. If you go with more than 2 or 3 hours after your last meal, that means you more than likely overate your last meal. You should be hungry if you're eating intuitively every 2 to 3 hours. Because how often do babies eat? They eat every 2 to 3 hours. Well, nothing's changed with what your body needs. You need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours to eat intuitively. Stop eating when you're no longer hungry, not when you're full. And on a scale of 1 to 10, that's about a 7. Stop eating when you're no longer hungry. Start eating when you start to feel hungry. Eat every 2 to 3 hours. And I guarantee very soon you will be the weight you've wanted to be. Honor your body. Regain the trust in what you once knew. And honor your hunger scale. And you'll be that weight soon. Michelle Melendez with GetThinThisTime.com.